This your boy Theoretical Edge coming at you with another review discussion of episode 2 of One Punch Man. Now, I know I'm like super late with this review. I've been busy all week with school and it's a lot of work piled up on me. But this is a 2-segment series of One Punch Man. It begins with Saitama in his home, dwelling in his home, relaxing, chilling, whatever you want to call it. He goes outside to plant his, a cactus, and a mosquito comes along. And the mosquito is just very irritating, and he starts to try to smack the mosquito around to get rid of it, but it was just unwilling. It had this reluctant spirit of not leaving Saitama alone. Later, we get to see the lone wolf himself, Genos, in with the encounter with Mosquito Girl. Now, Genos is a very interesting character, as he is a cyborg, and his backstory is similar. It's actually kind of, I guess you can say, actually kind of similar to RoboCop. But he has the encounter with Mosquito Girl. They battle it out, and Saitama comes to the field of action, and Genos is telling him, "You need to get away." And then next thing you know, it's this tide of mosquitoes, and Genos blows the mosquito tide away. Once the tide was over with, Saitama had, what did he do? I guess he survived. Yeah, he survived the tide of mosquitoes, and Genos was very surprised by it. And once that happened, Mosquito Girl transformed into some transcending mosquito being, I guess you could say. And Genos starts to get worked all around the clock. And Saitama just later on, after Genos was getting ready to self-destruct himself, Saitama, as usual, the One Punch Man himself, just smacks the Mosquito Girl just like a mosquito that you actually smack around in real life, with just one smack. And that ends the part 1 of the segment of this episode. Part 2 is Genos coming to Saitama after, in part 1, he wanted Saitama to become his sensei, his master. And Genos arrives at Saitama's house, and Saitama's giving him his backstory about his family, the whole RoboCop the whole RoboCop similar type of backstory with his whole family, and him RoboCop didn't lose his family, but Genos lost his family to some creature of the House of Evolution, which you will see later on in the segment. And Saitama just told him get to the point, that what exactly did he want it, and Genos said, "I want you to be my sensei, of course." And next thing you know, you have two creatures. I believe it was a piggy frog, and I believe the other one, I forgot what the other one was. But you have the piggy frog and the other creature spying, and then this, I believe it was a centipede that got busted in Saitama's house, busted his roof open, and then Saitama just smacked him around like he was nothing, like he does with everybody else. Genos senses two others outside, but Saitama had already handled that. And next thing, on arrival, you see three of these huge, or I believe it was two, or was it three? No, I think it was two or three. I forgot. But two or three of these individuals from the House of Evolution arrive to try to capture Saitama himself, Mr. One Punch Man himself, and it just wasn't happening. It just wasn't happening. I believe Saitama went against the lion creature from the House of Evolution. Genos have went against the gorilla, robo gorilla that I believe killed his family, and he wanted to seek revenge, which I mean he did get it eventually. And Saitama put in that work on the lion. Yeah, the other creature was the mole, and Saitama caught him underground with the whole the creepy face of his once he went underground. And after that, Saitama just went over to Genos and see what him and the Robo Gorilla was talking about, and he was trying to play the little cool Robo voice. And then after a while, Genos and Saitama actually intimidated him because he had beat one of the higher ups of the House of Evolution, which was what I believe he was number 4, and the Robo Gorilla was number 3, and he was saying that you'll have encounters with other ones and da 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 da. But Saitama had already took him out, and he seen that, and that just absolutely cut off the persona of the whole Robo gorilla voice, or just robot voice. And after that, it was a done deal. But this episode, animation wise, it was pretty good. That's a pro of it. The pacing is fast. It's really fast for One Punch Man, but I wouldn't put that as a con. The cons, don't have any, but I'll give it'll 4 out of 5 stars. And ace out.